I really like when a movie embraces, when an opening section of a movie embraces the fact that it's an opening. I like structuring my films like songs. You know, there's an overture, there's an opening, and we're in the opening here. That scene, it's one of these things where you need an impact, but you have a very small budget. There was supposed to be dead bodies along the road, and then I realized that we will never have the money to pay for extras, to get extras, to stay still, as long as we needed them. So I had this idea, why not children's clothes that we will spread in a way that's enigmatic, you're not quite sure what it is. And then it turns out, you realize it was children's clothes. And then this line, the Antichrist within walks among us. I think there, it said it all. It was a movie that came from my fear of the future. That we are many to feel that. And now we have this whole sequence about a battle of ideologies, which to me is like the core of many conflicts between people. One thinks they get it all figured out, the other thinks they do. Another one, same thing. No one's truly a bad guy, but when it's life and death matters, or the meaning of things matters, people tend to be very aggressive. And and in that scene, I wanted to. This is where it starts in the movie. We break the 180 degrees rule quite often, but the whole idea was to, thanks to the sound and the early setup of the scene, that the viewer still knows where they are in it, knows what the characters are, knows the geography, but still we play with some uncertainty. Like, this is not how we're supposed to film this. And as an experienced viewer, which everybody is today, you feel that something's weird in such a scene. That I did a lot of that in the movie too. There's a very, very slow zoom in, very slow, but it always adds tension. Sometimes they're quite easily noticeable, sometimes very easily, sometimes more subtle. This is one of the more subtle ones. And that comes from, I like a movie, I think a film needs to be felt first and then understood. And I designed the whole film in so that it would work with the trajectory of the main character, the protagonist here, where, as we just saw, he feels what is happening first and then consciously realizes it. If you watch the movie a second time, First time you felt your way through it, you kind of lost early in the movie, and then you know where you are. You know what truly the essence of everything. You feel your way through the movie towards its meaning. Second viewing, you already know and everything makes sense. I think a film needs to work on both levels. And since this one that I had to re-edit post-COVID because it was about a pandemic, how it would spread, I redesigned it to express what I think the COVID pandemic represented for us all as a society. A very deep uncertainty. So I needed to do everything I could with the movie to be a mirror of that and to hide its meaning in the corners, but to have it be felt all the way through. But it was a thin line, a balance that I needed to hit, where you kind of feel like this is all very familiar, yet everything is extremely anxiety-inducing. So, is it a zombie movie? Is it a dystopian movie? You're not quite sure at the beginning. Then it gets clearer. But to me, that was the real horror, that it mirrored the reality post-COVID like that.